Hey guys, it's Julia, and today I'm going to be talking about the books that I'm currently reading, and I'm also going to be having you guys pick a few books for me to read next. So basically, over the last couple months, I've been kind of in a reading slump. I mean, not really, because I've not had the desire to read. I just haven't been finding anything that's just propelling me through the story. So I'll read half a book and then just have no desire to really finish it. I'll force my way through it to the end, but it's just not that enjoyable. And I don't know if I just need to take a break from reading for a while or if I just need to find the right story. So I'm gonna try to find the right story first, and then if that doesn't work, then I might take a month off from reading and see if that helps. But I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into this video. I'm gonna start off with the books that I'm currently reading because I am reading a couple. And the first one is Ashe Princess by Laura Sebastian. And this book so far is like, I have mixed feelings. Like, I like the concept, but I feel like it's very repetitive. Like, she's constantly talking about the same thing over and over again, or the author's constantly repeating the things that are going on, and I don't really like that, and it's really like hard for me to pay attention to the story because I already know that that's what's going on, so you don't have to tell me 6 times. But I like the idea of the story. It's about a kingdom who was basically taken over, and they killed the queen, but they kept the princess, and now the princess is basically trying to rise up and get her kingdom back, but like undercover, you know, because she's technically a prisoner, but some of her people have broken in and kind of taken over some of the spots of the people who are supposed to be watching her, and the king doesn't really know, and so it's them trying to rise up and take back their kingdom. And there's a little bit of some romance in it, and I like that part. I just don't really like how things are being repeated over and over again, so sometimes I'm kind of feeling like I'm losing interest in finishing the story, and I am like halfway through, so we'll see if I actually get around to finishing it or not. The next book that I am reading is Clickbait by Ben Sanders, which is one that I'm reading an ebook of. I am really enjoying the story so far. I really love the characters, and I really love the idea of the story being set in a world that is kind of like BookTube, and so obviously I love that. It's called Livestream instead of BookTube, but it's basically the same thing. It's a video platform where they talk about books, and it's kind of got like a budding romance, and I really love the story so far. It is on an ebook, so it is harder for me to read, so I'm just kind of slowly reading it. Like when I'm laying in bed, I'll read it, or when I'm out and about and I don't have a book, I'll read it, but I'm really enjoying that story, and you guys should definitely check it out. It's on swoonreads.com, and it is by our own Ben Sanders, and I'll link his channel down below so you guys can check him out. Okay, so those are the books that I'm currently reading. I think those are the only ones. Oh, I'm also just started, what is that book called? I started it on ebook too, because I got the NetGalley version of it. Bring Me Their Hearts, that's what it is. That one is coming out in June, I believe, so I thought I'd just kind of get a jump start in reading it now when I have a chance to read it. So yeah, that is that. So now I'm gonna kind of get into the books that have been on my TBR for a while that I would like for you guys to kind of vote on and see which ones you guys would like for me to pick. I'll link my Twitter down below and have you guys kind of vote on Twitter, so that way I can kind of keep track of which book wins. So the first book is Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. This is one that I've had on my bookshelf for literally a year or year and a half and just haven't read it yet. There's so much hype around it, people love it, and I guess I've just been nervous that it's not gonna live up to the hype, so that's why I haven't picked it up yet. I think most people know what this is about, so I'm not going to get into too much detail about it, but yeah, that's the first book. The second one is a new release. It hasn't been on my TBR for a long time, but I actually really want to read it, and I actually don't know why, because I don't know much about what it's about, but just that it has a really badass female lead character in it, and I always love that. So that is Skye in the Deep by Adrienne Young. And really the cover of this drew me in, kind of like the Viking aspect drew me in, because I've never read like a Viking story. I think it's Viking-esque. But yeah, I know that a lot of people have been really liking this book, so I wanted to throw it in there too. If you've read it and loved it and want to vote for it, do that. The next one is Skye by Neil Schusterman, and this one I have been wanting to read forever. I just haven't gotten around to it, and I think that is one that I'll really like because it has really an interesting storyline, being that basically nobody gets sick in this world and that they have these people that are specifically for killing people because there's not enough world to go around and that they have to keep the population under control. So there's these people called Skays who go around and they kill people. I don't really know how they decide to kill them or what goes into those factors, but it sounds interesting, so that is one that I would like to read, but I don't know if it's a guaranteed good read or not. So the last one on my want to read TBR or whatever is Spindle Fire by Lexa Hilliar, and I've never read anything by her before, but I like the idea of a Sleeping Beauty retelling, so I really love retellings. I don't think I've read a retelling that I just did not like. I would like to read this one, I just don't know why I haven't really had much interest in picking it up. I also have the second one, which is Winter Glass, so I don't know exactly what the second one's about, but the first one is Sleeping Beauty retelling. And yeah, so those are the 4 books that I would love for you guys to vote on and basically tell me which one you think I should read next. I am going to be finishing Ashe Princess, and I'm going to be finishing Clickbait before I read any of these, but I did want to get your guys' opinion on which one you think I should read that will keep me in the reading spirit and will push me through to finish a book. So I'd also love any advice you guys have on branching out and finding books that I would like to read more. I do like contemporary books, but they have to be super interesting to grab my attention in the first place, so I don't want to just read a book about what I live day to day, you know? So anyway, so that is really it for this video. I really would love to hear your guys' thoughts, and that is really it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!